Okay, so I'm going to do a really brief overview on how to do the first part of section A right here, making slide 1. I'll probably explain really quickly how to do slide 2 as well. Just in case you're not very familiar with Google Slides, let's get into it. So this is what you're going to want to end up with, right? You're going to want to end up with 2 slides, one that has some information about you, and then one about something you saw out. And this is just some templates I made, but I'm going to make them again just so you know how to do this. So if I click here, I can choose, I like to use the 1-column text version or the section title and description. You can do whatever you want, but if you're trying to make it look like mine, then we'll go like this. Once I've built this up, I'm going to enter in here my name. I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to hit AKA, and I'm going to put what I want to be called by. So when you're doing this yourself, you'll do something along the lines of this. Underneath, you'll want to put a walk-up song. I'm going to make a walk-up playlist for everybody when they come up to do this in front of the class. So my walk-up song would probably be Overcompensate by 21 Pilots. So what I did is I said walk up song, and then I typed in the name of it, Overcompensate by 21 Pilots. And notice that this is a link that will take me to where I want to go. So I want you to do that as well. Depending on what you have access to, I'm not sure what you have access to. This might be a YouTube link or a Spotify link. I prefer Spotify, if that at all works. We will find out in class. So off screen right now, I'm just going to Spotify, and I'm clicking on a link to, let's see, I'm going to search up Overcompensate. Ooh, yeah, there it is. And then I'm going to pull that on over. So under the song, if I click here, I can say share and copy song link. And then when I go back to here, I can highlight this. And on my keyboard, I'm going to hit, after I've highlighted the word I want to turn into a link, I'm going to hit Control K. It'll pull this up. And then I'm going to hit Control V, and we'll paste in the link I just got. And I'll apply that. And now if I were to click on this link, it would take me straight to that song. And this will make it much easier for me to create the playlist to have everyone have their walk-up songs. So I'm looking for some kind of link there. To do the rest, I am going to next do this next part, right? So there's 3 parts to this, or 4 parts to this. There's a picture. I'm just expecting you to use your webcam. A quote, oops, go away that. A quote of some kind that applies to today, however you feel today or something you were thinking about today. And then a free time activity and an expectation you have for the class. So for the picture, let's start there. I'm going to go to my search bar. I'm going to type in camera. And it's going to pull up your webcam, which is over there. So I can go right up into there. And I prefer it if you make an ugly face. It's much funnier to look at when everyone's pulling up or something like that, right? Much better. So I can just click on this. I can keep my face kind of close so I can kind of see what's going on, make a weird face, and take the picture. Oh, I did the classic. I took a video instead. I'm going to take a picture. Okay. And then I can just click on this button that popped up in the bottom right-hand side, hit copy, go to my slide, and I can just Control V, which will paste that in. That is obviously way too big. So I'm going to go ahead and make that a lot smaller. If you want to, you can crop it. If you double click on a picture, it'll pull up these little black symbols, and you can pull the black symbols in, and that will crop it down for you. If you want to do that, be my guest. But you do need to include the picture either way. In here, we now need to include a quote and these things here. So your quote, you can just go online and Google, you type in the word quote, and then you say something about how you felt today. So let's say you were really happy today. So I'm going to say quote about happiness. And Adobe immediately popped up a bunch of different things. So I clicked on that website. And then it has a bunch of quotes like that. And I could copy paste one of those. I don't like those. Quotes about sadness. Because I want to be able to know who said what. All right. That's not going to let me copy the text. Let me find one more quote. Come on, let me copy it. All right, there we go. So I'm going to take this quote by Carl Jung. I'm going to highlight it, hit Control C. I'm going to click back in here. I'm going to hit Control Shift V, and that will paste it without any formatting, which I find is nice. That's taking up too much space, so I'm just going to move this up here, and then I want to make this a little smaller. Oops, or bigger, either way. Good. I'm going to hit Enter, and I'm going to go up here and click on Bullets, and then I'm going to add my free time activity. I love to read, so I'm going to write free time activity. I love to read. And then the expectation for class. So I'm going to write expectation for class. And then mine is everyone participates. That's my expectation for everybody. Participates. But you can write anything there that you would like. All right, so that's the first slide done. The second slide, I'm going to go back up to here, click here. And again, I prefer the one column text or something like that. So here, you're going to type in the thing that you saw today, right? I found this. So you saw an interesting plant. I say weird plant. Here, you will add in links that you think would be helpful to reading more about whatever it is you found. You're not looking for an answer. You're just looking for things that would help you. You're curating sources. So here I typed in the app Seek because that was helpful, and then I made it a link that takes me to that app, and then I explained why I found that website helpful. And I found 3 good websites. I put the photo that I found, and that would be it. So then I have these 2 things, and that's all.